So hi everyone, as you can tell from the title, this is going to be an overview of some of my BYS products. So carrying on from my post that I did, so the products that I've sort of been enjoying in that range. This is actually a request by MilzsTotorials. Hopefully I got that right, I put the name down there, so thank you for that. Now this brand is an Australian company, but I'm not sure exactly how well you can get it internationally, but I'll put a link down below to the BYS site as well as to Fashion Addict where you can buy their products online. I'm just not sure if they do ship overseas, but a lot of these products I've actually got from gloss stores, which is this one, and you can also get selected products in Kmart stores, etc. Which is where I also get some of the products. Now luckily, like I said, I found some receipts so I can actually give you some of the prices on that and some other stuff I've got at Kmart as well. In their Minerals Naturale range. And this is these blushes are $7.95. I need about 3.5 grams of product. But this one is Tickle Pink. I think it's such a gorgeous light pink. And it's a little bit peachy too. Hopefully that will actually show up on camera. I did swatch it, and as you can see on my skin, it's quite a light, sort of a peachy pink. But a beautiful soft finish. It blends really easily, and it's not sort of chalky, or at least it's not chalky on my skin, which I like as well. And this one I was actually hoping to have it comparable to one of my MAC blushes. I can't remember which collection this was in, one of those sailor sort of collections. That's that one, and this is in Launch Away. It's a satin finish. In the pan this looks a little bit more pink, but on my skin this actually comes off more peachy than the BYS one. And this cost me about $40 Australian. And it's also quite comparable if you did like this one, which is the MAC Shell Pearl Beauty Powder. That was in the, was it the Blooming? I can't remember what the collection was, I'll put that down below. This is fairly similar. This one you get more of a sort of peachy glow to the skin than you do this one. This does come off a little bit more pink. But it's comparable. It's not a dupe, but it is comparable. So if you do sort of like that, you might like sort of that. So this is definitely a little bit more, I suppose, shimmery than this one. But this gives a nice sort of sheen to the skin. The next one I've really been enjoying is from their standard blush line. And these are about $3.95 Australian. And this is in Pretty in Pink. So you can see just a beautiful pink. It's kind of a blue toned pink. I swatched it and that's it there. So that's the Pretty in Pink. It's a beautiful bright sort of colour. I actually had to, this is actually quite, actually comes off a little bit easier than this one. This is quite pigmented. This one, I had to swatch it quite a few times to get it to show up that bright pink that you can see in the pan. So it does, you don't get a stark sort of the colour that you have to sort of really work and de-skin on your cheek. So it does come off quite light, so I like that as well. And for $3.95, who's complaining? The next one is a blusher bronzer, and this is one of those sort of mosaic ones. It's a lot like the NYX mosaic ones, and of course for the life of me I couldn't find one to compare. I do have them somewhere. These are $7.95 Australian, and as you can see, selection there. So I just swirl my brush around it, and this is number 3 Pure Bliss. So obviously you can get different shades as well. I thought this one was quite nice, and swatching it you can get sort of different shades. So I mean that is the darkest brown in here, and it's actually quite a orangey red it comes off. Then that's the lightest brown, and that one is sort of what you get when you swirl the brush around. So that one there. I thought it might be comparable to my NYX, the matte bronzers that you can get, the NYX matte light bronzer, but that actually is quite a bit more reddy on my skin than this one as well. So yes, and there's also like some peachy browns in there as well, which is quite nice. And obviously this is a matte finish, which again I love matte finishes to bronzers and blushes, but I'm also quite into those sort of satin finishes or the ones where you get a nice sheen as well. But for bronzers, and which is what I prefer to use this as, I do love matte. Now speaking of bronzers, I actually grabbed one of their foundations. This is a compact foundation, the pressed powder, and I actually use this as a bronzer. This is these are $9.50. and you get 10 grams of product. This is an early tan is the colour. You can see it's just a nice sort of warmy brown. It's like I'd call it like a peachy beige. And it definitely is on my skin. So I prefer to just to sort of warm up my skin, or use it as just a light sort of bronze, a little bit of a glow to my skin. I like using this one. It's very soft, very velvety. I'm not running out of fingers here, but like that, you only need a light touch. So that is the actual sort of colour you can see there. On my skin though, that's it there. The next one I actually move on to is an eyelining pencil. So you can get the box around the right way. So that's the box there, that's the packaging. And this is one of those dual ended ones, the auto eyeliners. I got black. But I think it's actually quite cute, this packaging. It's quite sort of nice, quite sleek. So one end you've got the sort of pencil. It's just a nice standard black. And the other one, you've got the thick, sort of like a crown. Reminds me of those MAC, what are those, crown sticks or whatever they're called. I've only got one of those. But it's very pigmented. It's just like a stark black, and you just touch it lightly and you get all that sort of colour. So you can see. So I mean, you could use it as an eyeliner, or you could use it to smudge across your eyelid, etc. It'd be great with. It's actually quite good with smoky looks. I'd love to, but you can really smudge it out. You can see there. It's quite good. But you just have to wait a little bit for it to sort of set. But you can, yeah, it's great. It reminds you of those Stila smudge pots and stuff like that. But they're quite thick. This is a little bit thinner. This is quite thin compared to that. And oh, I have to go to consult the receipt for the price of this one. It's $7.95 for that. So I think that's quite a reasonable price for that, for the dual ended part there. So $7.95. Quite good. I do like that. Next one, going to lip products. I love lip liners, especially auto ones. And this is such a, oh, this is a beautiful dusty pink. So like a rosy dusty pink. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And what are you called? It's called First Kiss, number 4 for First Kiss, which is such a gorgeous little name there. And they're actually quite reasonable. Yeah, it's $3.95 for an automatic lip pencil. I'm talking about $3.95. So that's gorgeous, and it's really comparable to just about every other lip pencil I've ever tried in consistency and stuff. It actually reminds me of the, I only had a few of them, but they were the OPI Auto lip liners. Very nice. Glosses, lip gloss. I love lip glosses. This one is actually quite sheer, but it's the Diamond Shine from the Diamond Shine range. This color is number 4, Precious. Precious. But beautiful. And look at that. Look at the doe foot applicator. Look how bright pink that is. But that's just the applicator. Like I thought, what? That's not the color. So there, it is actually quite sheer. It's like a nice mauvey pink. The Diamond Shine is that little bit of sort of shimmer that you get through it, like silver shimmer. But it's very, very light. It's gorgeous. And this too is $3.95. It's nice, but it's a very sweet sort of, I want to call it cherry, but like a candy taste. Yeah, candy taste. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Barry M sort of lip glosses, the taste wise. The other one I've actually got on, which is probably a little bit scary on camera, is the BYS Neon lip gloss from the Neon range. I actually picked this up on special. I think normally they're about $4, but I got it about $2 at Kmart. But look how bright that is. Just, yeah. I haven't got it fully on. I've actually blended it with the Revlon Color Burst in Strawberry Shortcake. Sort of tone it down because it was very scary. Because look at that. That is intense, intense. And it's just a sweet candy scent. A lot of their glosses have that sort of candy scent, which is probably good considering probably the chemicals they've got in there. But wow, that is shocking. Shocking. Another one I got for a couple of dollars at Kmart, and I think it's only about, they're only about $3 or $4. Is it from the Neon range as well? This is the eyeliner. It's like a cobalt blue. I can't actually read the writing on this, but I did swatch it earlier, but not a favorite of mine because this actually does dry and crack on me. It didn't last that long on my eye. that's it there, beautiful blue. It's a beautiful blue. I love the packaging. It's just very simple. It's a nice sort of thin applicator, you get a nice sort of fine line, but it's actually very watery, and I've tried shaking it and everything to try and get the product dispersed through it, but it's actually quite watery. For $2, hey. And I do have another Lipgloss somewhere, I'm sure I do. And so I'll grab two of the ones to show you out of my collection of too many eyelashes. So we've got Sugar Baby and Captivating. What I typically do though is I'll cut them down the middle and then I get my left and right, and then left, right. So I actually get two pairs out of there. And if any end's a little bit sort of longer, I just sort of trim it a little bit. But that's sort of how I work them. I don't obviously use the full one. Or if I want a more dramatic look, as obviously I'll just cut off a little bit of the end and wear that whole lash. But yes, I love those. And as you can see, they're $9.95. Price wise, I mean, Ardell you can actually get for the same sort of price point as these, and I actually prefer their packaging just small. These I just find it's hard to sort of store them. They're unnecessarily large. I know for their the way that they hang them or display them, it might actually work, and it's quite effective to have that photo. But if they're actually going to have this photo and not actually show what the lashes look like, I can't see the point of it really. It's just a gimmicky sort of photo that's actually quite annoying packaging wise. So, but it looks good, hey. But there's that. So guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you have any other requests or other Australian brands or products, stuff you want to see updates on or anything, please let me know down below. And your favourite BYS products. Take care.